Boundaries are essential for self-respect and mental health. A strong woman knows how to set limits in relationships and work, ensuring her needs and well-being are respected. A commitment to lifelong learning, personal growth, and skill building is key to becoming a stronger woman. Strong women are always evolving, challenging themselves to reach new heights. A strong woman defines success by her values and passions, not by external pressures or societal standards. She pursues goals that are meaningful to her, rather than fitting into traditional roles. Being aware of and managing emotions is a mark of true strength. Emotional intelligence enables strong women to navigate relationships, make sound decisions, and maintain balance in tough times. A strong woman speaks up for herself and others. She isn't afraid to use her voice to stand up for her beliefs, advocate for her needs, and inspire change, even when it's difficult. Strength grows in a community. A strong woman lifts up those around her, supporting and mentoring others as they find their own strength, creating a ripple effect of empowerment. Being authentic doesn't mean being perfect, and it doesn't mean that you never change or grow. Rather, it means that as you evolve, you remain grounded in what is true to you in each phase of life. Authenticity involves self-acceptance at every level, acknowledging both strengths and weaknesses, recognizing that flaws and imperfections are part of what makes each person unique. Often we hide these imperfections because we believe they make us unworthy or weak, but in reality they humanize us and make us relatable. Strong women understand that accepting and embracing their true selves, including their imperfections, is what sets them free from the constant need for external validation. Authenticity also comes with the courage to express your thoughts and emotions openly, even when they may not align with others' opinions. This can mean choosing a career path that doesn't fit traditional expectations, speaking out on topics that you feel passionate about, or even rejecting social norms in your personal life. It can feel uncomfortable at times, especially when your choices set you apart from others, but true strength comes from staying aligned with who you are rather than compromising yourself to fit in. Embracing authenticity involves making decisions based on inner conviction rather than external approval. When you know yourself deeply, you make choices that support your true values, regardless of whether they are popular or widely accepted. This isn't always easy. There may be moments of self-doubt or criticism from others. But over time, consistently choosing to live authentically builds resilience and self-respect. Building self-confidence is about developing a deep belief in your abilities, your worth, and your capacity to handle whatever life presents. It's not something that happens overnight. Confidence is built through consistent actions, overcoming challenges, and recognizing your own achievements. Many people think confidence is something you either have or don't have, but in reality, it's a skill that grows as you step out of your comfort zone, embrace new experiences, and give yourself permission to try, even if failure is a possibility. True confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from the courage to engage with the world as you are, even in the face of uncertainty or fear. One of the first steps in building self-confidence is understanding and appreciating your unique strengths. Everyone has talents, skills, and qualities that set them apart. And recognizing these is a powerful way to begin believing in yourself. Take time to identify what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. By focusing on these strengths, you're more likely to feel capable and inspired to pursue goals that align with who you are. Celebrating your accomplishments, no matter how small, is equally important. Each success, whether it's completing a project at work, learning a new skill, or overcoming a personal challenge, serves as a reminder of your competence and resilience, reinforcing your confidence over time. Another key element of confidence building is learning to reframe negative self-talk and self-doubt. Our inner dialogue can be a powerful force for good or a barrier to growth. When we let negative thoughts take control, thoughts like "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never succeed," we limit our potential. Building confidence means challenging these beliefs, replacing self-doubt with affirmations that support growth and self-empowerment. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, shift your thoughts toward what you can learn from each experience and how much you've already achieved. Practicing self-compassion is also essential. It means treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend, recognizing that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey, not a reflection of your worth. Developing resilience also involves emotional regulation, the ability to manage and process emotions in healthy ways rather than letting them become overwhelming. When faced with tough situations, it's natural to feel anger, sadness, frustration, or fear. But resilient individuals acknowledge these emotions without letting them dictate their actions. Instead, they find constructive ways to process and release these feelings, whether through talking to trusted friends, journaling, or engaging in physical activity. Emotional resilience helps them stay grounded and balanced, giving them the clarity and calmness needed to make wise decisions during challenging times. A resilient mindset also involves cultivating hope and optimism even when things seem bleak. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or avoiding difficult emotions, but rather maintaining faith in one's ability to overcome adversity. Resilient people focus on what they can control rather than dwelling on what they can't. They look for small wins, set realistic goals, and celebrate each step forward, no matter how small. By concentrating on the positives, they sustain a sense of hope and possibility, even in the darkest times. Optimism fuels resilience, providing the energy and motivation to keep moving forward. Communicating boundaries is another essential part of establishing them. Many people struggle with expressing their needs out of fear of offending others or being seen as difficult, but healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. When you communicate boundaries clearly and respectfully, you're helping others understand what you need to feel comfortable and respected. This might mean saying no. When someone asks for more than you're able to give or politely declining invitations that don't align with your current priorities, communicating boundaries can be challenging, especially at first, but it's a powerful way to honor your own needs while allowing others the chance to respect them. Boundaries also require consistency. It's one thing to set a boundary, but maintaining it, especially under pressure, is often the true test of strength. People may push against your boundaries either consciously or unconsciously, and it can be tempting to bend them to avoid conflict or keep the peace. However, each time you reinforce a boundary, you strengthen your own sense of self-respect and establish a clearer standard for others. Being consistent with boundaries doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. It means recognizing when and where certain limits need to remain firm to protect your well-being. This consistency teaches others that your boundaries are non-negotiable, encouraging them to treat you with the respect you deserve. A key part of boundary setting is letting go of guilt and understanding that boundaries are not only beneficial for you, but for those around you as well. Boundaries create healthier, more balanced relationships because they prevent misunderstandings, resentment, and dependency. When you set boundaries, you're actually fostering a more honest and authentic connection with others, allowing for mutual respect and appreciation. For example, setting limits on work hours helps prevent burnout, which in turn makes you more productive and positive in your professional environment. Likewise, personal boundaries in relationships help you maintain a strong sense of individuality, which enriches both your own well-being and the dynamic of the relationship. Healthy boundaries also include respecting the boundaries of others. Just as you have your own limits, so do the people in your life, and respecting those boundaries builds trust and strengthens connections. This mutual respect reinforces the importance of personal space, individual needs, and emotional safety. When you show respect for others' boundaries, you set a standard for how you wish to be treated as well, creating a reciprocal dynamic of care and understanding. It's about recognizing that each person is responsible for their own well-being and that boundaries are a necessary component of that responsibility. A crucial part of investing in self-growth is setting clear, intentional goals. Growth without direction can feel overwhelming and unfocused. So setting specific objectives allows you to measure progress and remain motivated. These goals can be as simple as learning a new language, enhancing a particular skill for work, or developing better time management habits, but each goal represents a commitment to becoming more capable and empowered. Goals don't always have to be monumental, even small. Consistent efforts compound over time, bringing about noticeable change and encouraging you to pursue larger ambitions. Setting goals for self-growth allows you to track your journey, acknowledge your progress, and adjust your efforts as you learn more about yourself and what you are capable of achieving. Self-growth also involves learning from challenges and setbacks. The path to improvement is rarely smooth obstacles. Failures and moments of self-doubt are inevitable. However, each challenge you encounter presents an opportunity to gain insight, patience, and When you learn to view setbacks as part of the growth process rather than as dead ends, you're able to face adversity with a growth mindset, seeing it as a teacher rather than a threat. This ability to extract lessons from difficult experiences builds emotional resilience and self-trust, both of which are vital components of self-growth. By treating challenges as stepping stones rather than barriers, you cultivate a mindset that views growth as a continuous process, encouraging you to push through discomfort and emerge stronger on the other side. Investing in self-growth also means embracing lifelong learning. Personal growth requires curiosity and a genuine desire to keep expanding your knowledge, whether it's through formal education, reading, exploring new interests, or developing practical skills. Lifelong learning allows you to remain adaptable and responsive to change, empowering you to navigate life's complexities with confidence. It could mean acquiring technical skills for your career, exploring creative hobbies, or simply staying informed about the world around you. Engaging in learning not only keeps your mind active, but also enhances your problem-solving abilities, critical thinking, and adaptability. In a constantly evolving world, being open to learning is essential for staying relevant and connected, both personally and professionally. Self-awareness is another fundamental aspect of self-growth. True growth requires understanding who you are at your core, your strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and values. Developing self-awareness involves examining your thought patterns, habits, and emotional responses and recognizing how they influence your life. It's about understanding what drives you, what holds you back, and what brings you fulfillment. This kind of introspection can be challenging, as it often requires confronting uncomfortable truths about yourself, but it's a powerful way to take ownership of your growth journey. With self-awareness, you're better equipped to set goals that align with your true self, avoid patterns that limit your progress, and make choices that reflect your personal values. Self-growth is also nurtured through cultivating positive habits and routines that support your overall well-being. Good habits like regular exercise, healthy eating, consistent sleep, and mindfulness practices create a strong foundation for physical and mental resilience. These habits, while seemingly simple, can have a profound impact on your energy levels, mood, and ability to focus, making it easier to stay committed to your personal growth goals. For example, establishing a daily routine that includes time for reading or personal reflection can enhance your self-awareness and knowledge, while habits like journaling or meditation can help you process emotions and build emotional intelligence. Positive routines provide structure, making it easier to remain disciplined and focused on your growth goals. Investing in self-growth ultimately means prioritizing yourself and recognizing that you are worth the time and effort required to become the best version of yourself. This investment leads to a richer, more fulfilled life where you feel empowered to pursue your dreams, overcome challenges, and contribute positively to the world around you. Practicing empathy and compassion involves understanding and genuinely caring about the experiences and emotions of others. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to see the world through their perspective, and to feel what they might be feeling. Compassion takes empathy a step further by inspiring a desire to help, to support, or to alleviate the suffering of others. Together, empathy and compassion allow people to connect in meaningful ways, creating a sense of understanding and solidarity that bridges differences and strengthens relationships. Practicing these qualities is essential not only for building healthy, authentic connections, but also for fostering a more inclusive and supportive community. Empathy requires listening, not just hearing someone's words, but truly engaging with their thoughts and feelings without judgment. Often people are quick to offer advice or share their own experiences instead of giving others the space to fully express themselves. Practicing empathy means setting aside your own reactions, assumptions, and biases and focusing entirely on the other person. It's about being present, attentive, and genuinely open to what they have to say. This kind of active listening helps people feel seen and valued, which can be incredibly powerful, especially when they're dealing with difficult emotions or situations. Through this openness, empathy allows us to move beyond superficial interactions, creating a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Empathy also involves being aware of and sensitive to nonverbal cues, as many emotions are communicated through body language, tone of voice, or facial expressions. Sometimes what a person says verbally may not fully convey what they're feeling, but subtle cues can reveal a deeper emotional reality. Practicing empathy means being attuned to these cues, recognizing when someone may be feeling uncomfortable, anxious, or distressed, even if they aren't expressing it directly. This heightened awareness enables you to respond more compassionately, offering reassurance or support as needed. By observing and responding to these subtle signals, empathy allows you to create a safe and nurturing environment where others feel comfortable sharing their true selves. Compassion, on the other hand, involves taking empathy to a level where you feel inspired to act in support of others. It's about recognizing pain or hardship and wanting to do something to help, whether through kind words, acts of service, or simply being present. Compassionate actions don't have to be grand or extraordinary sometimes. The smallest gestures, a kind message, a listening ear, or a simple check-in can make a significant difference in someone's life. Practicing compassion involves being mindful of others' needs and finding ways to make their lives a little easier, a little brighter, or a little less burdensome. This active concern fosters a deeper sense of connection, reinforcing bonds and creating an environment of support and understanding. Practicing empathy and compassion also involves cultivating patience and tolerance for others' imperfections. Everyone has their struggles, and recognizing that others may be dealing with invisible challenges or personal hardships helps you approach them with kindness rather than criticism. Compassion means not jumping to conclusions or reacting harshly when someone makes a mistake or behaves in a way that seems challenging. Instead, it's about recognizing that everyone is human, that everyone has difficult days, and that understanding and forgiveness can go a long way in fostering positive interactions. By practicing patience and offering grace to others, you allow for the possibility of growth and healing, both for yourself and those around you. To cultivate empathy and compassion, it's also important to engage in self-reflection and manage your own biases and assumptions. Often preconceived notions or stereotypes can cloud your ability to empathize with someone who is different from you. Practicing empathy requires the willingness to question these biases and remain open to diverse perspectives. It means acknowledging that your own experiences and worldview are not universal and that there is always something to learn from others. When you approach others with an open mind, you're more likely to connect with them on a deeper level and appreciate the unique perspectives they bring. This openness allows you to foster empathy and compassion, not just for people similar to you, but for people from all walks of life. Empathy and compassion are also vital for self-compassion, the ability to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you offer others. Practicing empathy and compassion externally is often rooted in the ability to show those qualities inwardly. When you're able to recognize and accept your own flaws, challenges, and feelings without judgment, you become more compassionate and understanding toward others' experiences as well. Self-compassion is about recognizing that everyone, including yourself, is worthy of kindness and understanding, even in moments of struggle or failure. This practice reinforces the belief that everyone is doing the best they can, and it helps you extend that same grace to others. Practicing empathy and compassion has the power to transform relationships, communities, and even larger social systems. When people approach each other with genuine care and understanding, they are more likely to collaborate, to support one another, and to work together toward common goals. Empathy and compassion create a ripple effect, encouraging others to act with kindness and understanding, which in turn inspires more compassion in the broader community. This cycle builds a culture of empathy and support, where people feel safe, valued, and empowered to be their authentic selves, regardless of their backgrounds or circumstances. Redefining success on her own terms is about breaking away from traditional expectations and defining personal achievements based on her values, aspirations, and desires rather than external standards. Society often imposes narrow definitions of success, frequently centered on wealth, status, or conventional accomplishments. For many women, these external pressures may include balancing high career achievements with expectations related to family, appearance, or social roles, creating a complex and often unrealistic standard to meet. Redefining success empowers her to move beyond these limitations, allowing her to focus on goals that resonate with her authentic self and bring her a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. This shift not only provides a more sustainable approach to personal achievement, but also promotes a greater sense of well-being and self-worth. The first step in redefining success is introspection, taking time to reflect on what truly matters to her and identifying values that guide her life. This might mean prioritizing creativity, connection, freedom, or personal growth over traditional markers of success like titles, salaries, or accolades. By clarifying her values, she can establish a vision of success that aligns with her passions and aspirations, rather than measuring herself against societal standards. For example, success for one woman might mean having the freedom to travel and explore, while for another, it could be about building a close-knit community or making a positive impact in her local environment. When she defines success according to her own values, she is less likely to feel pressured or inadequate based on others' expectations. Redefining success on her own terms also involves releasing the need for external validation. Many people consciously or unconsciously seek approval from others to feel successful, whether that's from family, friends, or society at large. However, relying on others for validation can lead to a never-ending cycle of striving for something that doesn't bring genuine fulfillment. When she focuses on what genuinely matters to her, she is freed from the need for constant approval and gains the confidence to pursue goals that may not align with what others expect. This self-assurance allows her to remain true to herself, even if her version of success looks different from the conventional path. This journey often requires courage, as redefining success may mean challenging deep-seated beliefs and traditions. Success might be perceived as achieving a certain career status or maintaining particular life milestones, but these ideas often lack the flexibility to accommodate diverse and evolving goals. Redefining success on her terms involves letting go of rigid timelines or traditional milestones and understanding that success can take many forms and change over time. It may mean pursuing an unconventional career, embracing a lifestyle that prioritizes balance over relentless ambition, or choosing to devote her energy to personal projects or family life. By embracing her unique path, she can create a life that is both fulfilling and in alignment with her values, regardless of whether it fits into society's predefined templates. Another essential aspect of redefining success is recognizing that her worth is not defined by productivity or accomplishment alone. In many traditional definitions of success, the emphasis is often on doing and achieving, with little room for rest, creativity, or personal exploration. Redefining success allows her to see value in the quality of her experiences, her growth, and her relationships rather than merely in quantifiable achievements. This shift in perspective acknowledges that success can be found in small moments of joy, resilience in the face of challenges, and the courage to remain authentic even when the journey is unpredictable. By valuing her well-being as much as her achievements, she fosters a healthier, more balanced approach to life. Redefining success also means celebrating progress and resilience rather than perfection. Traditional notions of success often emphasize outcomes, ignoring the value of the process and the personal development that occurs along the way. When she focuses on the journey, she can appreciate each step forward, each lesson learned, and each challenge overcome, regardless of the final outcome. This approach not only reduces pressure, but also enhances her resilience as she learns to embrace setbacks as part of her growth. By valuing the journey, she redefines success as an ongoing process, where each effort and each act of courage contributes to her personal development and fulfillment. And for many women, redefining success also involves building supportive networks and surrounding herself with people who respect and encourage her individual path. Traditional success metrics can sometimes create competitive environments that undermine collaboration and connection. By seeking out communities or friendships that celebrate diverse definitions of success, she fosters relationships that inspire and uplift rather than impose limiting expectations. These supportive networks provide encouragement, shared wisdom, and a sense of belonging that is invaluable on her journey. When she feels supported in her unique vision, she gains the courage to pursue her goals and remain true to her values, even in the face of societal pressures. A personalized approach to success also allows her to pursue balance and holistic well-being, acknowledging that a fulfilling life encompasses more than just professional accomplishments. Traditional success models often overlook the importance of mental, emotional, and physical health, which are essential components of a satisfying life. Redefining success enables her to prioritize self-care, personal interests, and meaningful relationships, creating a life that nurtures all aspects of her being. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, engaging in creative pursuits, or dedicating time to rest and rejuvenation, This holistic approach to success ensures that she remains connected to what truly brings her joy and fulfillment. Redefining success on her own terms also means allowing for flexibility and adaptability. Life is full of unexpected changes, and rigid definitions of success can lead to frustration when plans don't unfold as expected. When she adopts a flexible approach to success, she is able to adapt her goals as her circumstances or desires evolve. This flexibility allows her to honor her changing needs and interests without feeling constrained by a fixed vision of what success should look like. By embracing adaptability, she opens herself to new opportunities, experiences, and growth, enabling her to continually redefine success in ways that feel meaningful and empowering. Harnessing emotional intelligence involves developing the ability to recognize, understand, and manage not only your own emotions, but also the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence, EI, is often described as a critical factor in personal and professional success, influencing how well you communicate, navigate social complexities, and make decisions. It is composed of several key components: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. These elements work together to enhance your emotional well-being, build stronger relationships, and help you respond to challenges in a thoughtful and constructive manner. Harnessing emotional intelligence requires intentional effort and practice, but it can significantly improve every aspect of your life, from your work to your personal relationships and overall mental health. The foundation of emotional intelligence is self-awareness, the ability to identify and understand your own emotions as they occur. Self-awareness allows you to become more attuned to your emotional responses and how they influence your thoughts and behaviors. It involves recognizing patterns in how you feel in different situations and understanding why those emotions arise. For example, when you feel anxious before a big presentation, self-awareness helps you realize the root cause of your nervousness. Perhaps it's a fear of judgment or a desire to perform perfectly. With this understanding, you can take steps to address the underlying issues, such as practicing relaxation techniques or reminding yourself of past successes. By cultivating self-awareness, you can make more informed choices about how to respond to emotions, rather than reacting impulsively or letting emotions control your behavior. Self-regulation. Another essential component of emotional intelligence is the ability to manage your emotions in healthy ways. This means not only controlling negative emotions like anger, frustration, or jealousy, but also being able to express emotions constructively. Self-regulation involves pausing before reacting, giving yourself time to process your feelings and choose a response that aligns with your values and goals. For example, if you're feeling frustrated with a colleague, instead of snapping at them or letting the frustration build, you might take a deep breath, step away for a moment, and return to the conversation with a clearer mindset. Practicing self-regulation helps you maintain emotional stability, reduce impulsivity, and avoid unnecessary conflict. It also promotes a more positive and balanced outlook on life, as you learn to manage emotions rather than allowing them to dictate your actions. Motivation. A third key aspect of emotional intelligence involves using emotional awareness to stay focused and driven toward your goals. Highly motivated individuals can tap into their emotions to fuel their persistence and resilience, especially when faced with setbacks or obstacles. Instead of being discouraged by challenges, they use their emotional energy to stay committed and keep pushing forward. Motivation within the context of emotional intelligence is not about relying on external rewards or validation, but about finding intrinsic motivation, aligning your passions, values, and emotions to create a sense of purpose and direction. For example, if you are passionate about social change, your emotions might drive you to work tirelessly on projects that align with that passion, even when facing resistance or difficulty. By harnessing your emotions as a source of motivation, you can build a deep, enduring commitment to your goals and continue to make progress even in difficult circumstances. Empathy is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence, involving the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy goes beyond sympathy, which involves feeling sorry for someone. It requires putting yourself in another person's shoes and fully appreciating their emotional experience. Empathy helps you navigate social interactions with sensitivity, allowing you to connect with others on a deeper level and respond to their needs with compassion and understanding. For example, if a friend is grieving, empathizing means not only acknowledging their pain, but also offering support that is in tune with what they need, whether it's a listening ear or a comforting presence. Practicing empathy allows you to build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts more effectively, and offer meaningful support to others. It also enhances your own emotional intelligence by encouraging you to reflect on your own feelings and recognize the impact they have on your interactions. Social skills, the final component of emotional intelligence, are essential for managing relationships and building meaningful connections. Strong social skills enable you to communicate effectively, collaborate with others, and influence or inspire those around you. People with high emotional intelligence use their social skills to foster trust, respect, and cooperation in their personal and professional relationships. They are skilled at navigating social dynamics, recognizing the needs of others, and responding in ways that promote harmony and understanding. Social skills also involve conflict resolution, the ability to address disagreements in a way that is respectful, constructive, and solution-focused. Whether you're working in a team or engaging in a personal conversation, your social skills help you manage interactions with confidence and empathy, ensuring that you can communicate your thoughts clearly and connect with others in a meaningful way. One of the most valuable aspects of emotional intelligence is its impact on mental and physical health. When you are able to manage your emotions effectively, you reduce the negative effects of stress and anxiety, which can have detrimental effects on your well-being. Emotional intelligence allows you to recognize when you are feeling overwhelmed or emotionally drained, giving you the tools to address these feelings before they escalate. By learning how to process and regulate emotions, you improve your overall resilience, which in turn contributes to better health outcomes. Additionally, cultivating emotional intelligence fosters a greater sense of self-awareness and self-acceptance as you develop a more compassionate and non-judgmental relationship with your own emotions. This emotional balance leads to a more fulfilling and harmonious life, where you can face challenges with confidence and grace, support others in meaningful ways, and create lasting connections that enrich your personal and professional experiences. Owning her voice is a powerful and transformative process that requires a woman to embrace and express her authentic self, unafraid to speak her truth, share her thoughts, and assert her needs. It means standing confidently in her individuality, free from the constraints of societal expectations, stereotypes, or fears of judgment. To own her voice, she must first cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness, understanding who she is, what she stands for, and what she values. This self-awareness becomes the foundation from which her voice grows, allowing her to communicate in ways that are true to her essence, free from external pressures or the desire to conform to other people's opinions. Owning her voice begins with the courage to be heard. Many women are conditioned to remain silent or to soften their words to fit into roles that society dictates for them, whether that's as a passive listener, a caretaker, or someone who defers to others in decision-making. Overcoming this conditioning requires reclaiming the right to speak up, even when it feels uncomfortable or intimidating. The process involves shedding self-doubt and pushing past the fear of rejection or criticism that can hold women back from expressing their ideas or emotions openly. It's about understanding that her voice has inherent value, regardless of how it is received by others. This confidence in her own worth allows her to speak her truth with conviction, knowing that her voice matters and deserves to be heard. A critical part of owning her voice is learning how to communicate assertively without aggression. Assertiveness is the ability to express oneself clearly, directly, and respectfully without undermining others or allowing oneself to be silenced. Owning her voice does not mean dominating conversations or speaking over others, but rather speaking up for herself, advocating for her needs, and setting boundaries when necessary. Assertiveness involves recognizing that her perspective is just as valid as anyone else's, and that she has the right to take up space in conversations and decision-making processes. This practice requires a deep sense of self-respect and a commitment to honoring one's own needs and desires while maintaining respect for others. Through assertiveness, she learns to express herself confidently in a way that is both empowering and respectful, navigating relationships and interactions with balance and clarity. Owning her voice also involves becoming an advocate for herself in various aspects of life, whether that's in her career, relationships, or personal growth. In the workplace, for example, owning her voice means speaking up in meetings, advocating for her ideas, and challenging inequities when they arise. It means being confident in asking for what she needs, whether it's a raise, promotion, or time off, and not feeling guilty for doing so. In relationships, owning her voice may involve confronting difficult issues or expressing dissatisfaction when something is not aligned with her values or needs. This can be especially challenging in personal relationships where conflict may be avoided or suppressed, but it is necessary for healthy and sustainable connections. Owning her voice also means recognizing when to say no and setting boundaries with others, protecting her emotional, mental, and physical well-being. It's a practice of standing firm in her values, desires, and limits, ensuring that her voice is not only heard but respected. The act of owning her voice is also about finding her own unique expression. Every woman's voice is different, shaped by her personality, her experiences, and the way she sees the world. Embracing this individuality means rejecting the idea that there is a singular right way to be heard. Some women may express their voice through writing, art, or public speaking, while others may communicate their truth through quiet acts of kindness, leadership, or teaching. Regardless of the medium, owning her voice is about embracing the way she uniquely shows up in the world. It's about finding power and confidence in that uniqueness and knowing that her voice is just as valuable and impactful as anyone else's, regardless of how it is expressed. The foundation of supporting others lies in the ability to listen. Truly listening means offering someone your full attention without distractions, judgment, or the desire to immediately offer advice or solutions. When someone shares their struggles or joys, taking the time to listen validates their experience and demonstrates that their feelings matter. Listening with empathy and understanding provides emotional support and creates a space for the other person to feel heard, seen, and valued. It fosters a sense of connection and trust that allows for deeper, more meaningful relationships. For a woman who is strong in her ability to support others, listening is an essential tool for lifting them up and giving them the emotional space they need to heal, grow, or reflect. Beyond just listening, lifting others involves offering practical help when needed. This can take many forms, from offering guidance or advice to assisting with tasks or projects, depending on the situation. Sometimes the support that people need isn't grand gestures, but small acts of kindness, like checking in on someone who is struggling, offering a hand with a difficult task, or simply spending time with them to ease their loneliness. These actions, though seemingly small, can make a significant difference in someone's life. By recognizing the needs of those around her and stepping in when necessary, she becomes a source of strength and stability in their lives. This kind of support fosters an environment where people feel safe, encouraged, and empowered to pursue their goals, knowing they have someone in their corner who believes in them. Lifting others also means encouraging them to believe in their own worth and capabilities. Often, women struggle with self-doubt or imposter syndrome, questioning whether they are capable or deserving of success. A woman who supports and lifts others becomes a beacon of affirmation, reminding them of their value and potential. She helps them see their strengths, challenges their limiting beliefs, and encourages them to take risks and push beyond their comfort zones. She doesn't just offer praise, but also constructive feedback that helps others grow, improving their confidence and self-efficacy. By offering a sense of assurance, she helps others unlock their potential and pursue their dreams with the belief that they can achieve them. Another crucial aspect of supporting and lifting others is being a mentor or role model. This goes beyond offering advice. It's about leading by example, showing others how to navigate challenges with grace, resilience, and strength. By sharing her own experiences of overcoming obstacles or pursuing goals, she provides a roadmap for others to follow. A strong woman who supports others does not just tell them what to do, but shows them through her actions what is possible. She leads with integrity, showing that success isn't just about individual achievement, but about the strength that comes from uplifting others. This kind of leadership creates a cycle of empowerment, where those who are lifted up are more likely to pay it forward and lift others in turn.